So, Sammy, how's your week been?
Oh, it's been pretty good, same old, same old. Going to school, just hanging out.
What are you doing right now, Sammy?
No, I'm getting this fruit organized. I hate having it disorganized. I gotta have it a certain way, or else I just don't feel comfortable.
You don't feel comfortable?
Yeah, it bugs me too much. Just way too much.
What are you doing now?
Oh, I'm just making sure that this door's locked. I'm afraid my dad's gonna come and get me.
Your dad? How long has it been since you've seen your dad? How old were you the last time you saw him?
It's been 6 years. I was about 10 years old the last time I saw him.
And you still think that you need to check the door?
Yeah, I still do. I'm always afraid that he's gonna come and get me again.
Do you remember last week when we talked about irrational thoughts and time-consuming thoughts? And how you told me that you really don't want to waste time anymore doing these things? Those were your exact words, right?
Now that you mention it, I do remember talking about that. About not wasting time, about, prioritizing and stuff.
And we also talked about Sammy. Sammy,
Yeah.
what did we discuss about what you can do to help you when you start having those thoughts and those desires to want to lock the door or to organize everything?
I've decided that I'm just going to go ahead and focus on what I'm supposed to be doing and evaluate each and everything according to its relevancy. That's what we discussed.
Okay, and some of the steps that we discussed for your treatment plan was to go ahead and write in your journal, right? Oh,
Yeah, we did talk
this
about
is
it.
your
Yeah,
journal?
this is my journal right here. Yeah.
Okay, so you were basically writing your thoughts and your feelings when you started feeling like you needed to lock the door, for example. Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, I wrote it
Okay.
down a few times.
Okay, good. Okay, since you have been with me, you've checked that door several times, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is it that you can do, Sammy, to not check the door so often?
Tell myself that I really don't need to do that anymore and that I'm safe here with my foster parents. My dad's not going to get me.
Exactly. So when you start feeling like you need to lock the door or organize the fruit, you need to stop and think about it, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You're doing a really good job.
Thank you.
Very good job. And I'm impressed that you actually took out the time and did your journal. Okay, I see that you wrote down your feelings and what you were feeling when you felt like locking the door so often when you were over at your friend's house. That was really good. Now, can you apply those same thoughts and those skills now?
Yes.
Okay, you're just going to have to work hard at it, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You're doing a great job, okay? Don't forget that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, also, I spoke to your teachers and your foster parents, and they had mentioned that you talked to them many times when you were really feeling like you had to check the door.
Yeah, I did mention it to them. I did mention to them that I really needed to check the door. I had a very strong urge. I just had to do it. And before I did it, I just wanted to confide in them that it was okay and that they would not jump on me, not get angry at me like my dad used to get with me.
That's good, so you feel safe. You feel safe with them enough to talk to them about what you were feeling. And you also used your mind and your thoughts before you started to have that compulsion to lock the door, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a very smart boy.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job. I know that this is challenging. And as you and I discussed a couple sessions ago, these are the steps that we want to take to help you to change your behaviors, because you told me that you did not want to do this anymore. Right there, what did you do? You wanted to rearrange the fruit, didn't you? And I noticed you hesitated.
Yes, yeah, I thought about it this time instead of just doing it.
Excellent. That's perfect. That's exactly the goal. You're reaching it.
Cool.
Good job. Good job. Another thing, when I spoke to your foster parents, and your teacher, I spoke to your homeroom teacher, and she had mentioned, as well as your foster parents, that they are seeing such leaps and bounds, that you're not locking the door as many times as you were before. And I can really see that you're learning how to apply your thought process to stop these compulsions. Because you don't, from what I can see, is your obsessions are not as strong as they used to be. Is that true?
Yeah, they've definitely lessened upon, living with the foster parents and, me thinking before acting. Now, I'm very happy that they noticed me doing better. That makes me feel good about myself.
Yeah, because you're an awesome kid. You rock.
Thank you. You're an awesome counselor.
Thank you. Thank you. One thing I have for you that I thought we could do for next week's session is I want you to continue to do your journaling. Okay, I think that's really important, especially about your feelings when you start thinking that you're unsafe and the thought processes, okay? I want you to continue to do that, but then I also would like you to each day, I have one sheet of paper here for each day, for example. And then I want you to just draw a line for every time that you go up and lock a door.
Okay, I could do that.
Okay, in any environment. Do you remember when we talked about your environments?
Yeah, I have a tendency of, I have an environment at home, I have an environment in school, I have an environment in my friend's house. In all the environments, I've checked the doors, I've worried about things being disorganized, had problems in all the environments, but I'm going to work harder not to do that anymore.
I can see that. I can see you're taking the steps, and this is your goal, and you're reaching it.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you think you'd be able to do this log? Do you feel comfortable with doing the log this week?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, great. And then what I would like to do is when I see you next week, I'll tally everything up, and then I have a scale that I want to look at, and then we can just, that way we're able to observe and have something that we can measure, something that we can actually see if there's been changes from each week to week.
Okay, I like
Okay?
that idea.
Okay, this is awesome. Well, I think that today has been a great session,
I agree.
and you have come leaps and bounds, and I'm also proud of you do you realize that it's been several minutes since you've organized the fruit?
Yes, I do. I've had the urge multiple times.
Have you?
And I've had to fight against it, but I feel a lot better about not doing it than when I do it.
Do you? That's a big
Yeah.
step too. Do you feel that same way when you're not checking the door so many times?
Yes, I do. I know that I'm safe here and that I don't have anything to worry about.
Good.
There's no point in me checking the door over and over again.
Well, I'm very proud of you, Terry.
Thank you.
And I'll make sure and touch base with you next week.
Hey, before we go, I have a present for you. You've helped me out so much, Miss Christina, and I went ahead and I drew you a picture, and it has an A for America on it, and it has beautiful curves to it, and I just wanted to give this to you because you've helped me so much.
Well, thank you. That was very thoughtful of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate this.
You're welcome.
Okay, see you
The
next
A also stands for Roll Tide. That's my favorite football team. Just saying.
Yeah, and my favorite football team are the Seminoles.
Okay.
Go Noles.
To each his own.
Okay, bud. You take care. I'll see you in a week.
All right. Thanks.